So right about now we have our guest in studio.
What a
I hope
guest in
you're ready
studio.
because I am ready. Head over to our Facebook right about now because we are live. We are live
are
by our
live on
Facebook. You
Facebook.
get to see our guest. You get to see what he looks like. His smile, it's bright. It's amazing, ladies and gentlemen.
Put the picture to the sound, or put the sound to the picture.
Sound to the picture. Ascent, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the afternoon shows. It's
Yeah.
good to have you.
Thank you so much, and I'm happy to be here.
That's glad you're here. We're glad you're here.
To Ascent. Ascent, how is your afternoon coming up so far?
The afternoon is good.
Okay.
It's hot. Yeah, but it's beautiful because I have a chance to at least see you guys, and it's amazing to be here, and I'm happy to be given this opportunity to talk about the album.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that you just talked about the album. So, okay. But before we get
Yeah.
into the album, people want to know who is Ascent, and where does he come from?
Definitely.
What does he do?
Yeah, so Ascent is a simple gentleman. Ascent is coming from a family of 8. He's a student at Eden University, and he's also a singer. I think that's all about Ascent.
Okay.
That's all about Ascent, eh?
Yeah, simple as that.
So, Ascent, tell us a little bit more about yourself. When did you start music?
I recorded my first song in 2018.
Yes.
Yeah, and from then I've been recording songs. So this year, 2021, I thought of putting just everything together and coming up with an album.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So from the time that you've been doing music, what are some of the challenges that you've come across as an artist?
Basically, for gospel artists and especially upcoming artists like me, the biggest challenges that are there. Number one is a platform
Okay.
where you can actually sell your music, and we are not like these other known artists that are already up there. So for an upcoming artist, it's really a challenge, and for a student as well, when you're in school, you're expected to study, you're expected to be on the books, so that school pressure and all that, but still I have managed to come up with this project, and I thank God that it has actually matured up to this level.
Okay.
But, through God's grace, we are managing up to now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your purpose for your music? What's your role for music? What do you want someone to get out of this album when they listen to it?
Mutandiindi Album is talking about God's grace.
Okay.
It's about God's grace, definitely.
Mm.
So there are other songs that are talking about family. There's
Mhm.
one song about family. The first song is called Shimwape.
Mm.
It's talking about just family values.
Okay.
The album title track, Mutandiindi, it's a Tonga word,
Okay.
which simply means "Don't pass me by."
Are you Tonga yourself?
Yes, I'm Tonga.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so "Don't pass me by" is as God is blessing other people. It's a prayer song. It's a prayerful song
okay.
saying, "Father, as you bless others, remember to bless me as well."
Okay.
So that is the title track of the album.
Okay.
Then there are other songs like Mwebe Yesu, which is a Bemba song talking about taking our burdens to Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Whenever you are faced with different situations, you need to pray and ask God to intervene.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a song Gondijata is talking about God giving us strength in times when we are weak, when we are faced with temptations. Gondijata speaks to me, and it's one of my favorite
Tracks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Gondijata is
Okay.
talking about God giving us strength to persevere through challenges and all that.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as an artist?
In the next 5 years, I see progress. I see doing a second album.
Okay.
Basically, for me, music is it's more like preaching. That's how I can preach the gospel to others.
Okay.
And through supporting other artists, I have come up with a project. It's a website where
Okay.
we upload music for gospel artists. It's
Mhm.
called www.adventmusicplus.com. So if you're online, you can check it out. Various artists are there, choirs, soloists. When they upload their music, people are able to download
Okay.
out there. I mean, for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, dear listener, you're tuned into One Love Radio on the afternoon choose. This is your host Jay Owen. I'm with Diddy, and today we're talking to musician Asante. Okay, sounds of Asante coming through, and when we come back, we continue with the talk. He's got an album out, Mutandiindi, meaning don't pass me by.
Yeah.
Okay, Mutandiindi, and it's stronger. So, who has been your inspiration aside from when it comes to music artists? Who do you listen to?
I don't have a specific
Okay.
artist.
Oh, you're like me and Didi. You just change whenever we watch it.
Welcome back to the
Welcome
afternoon chills. We just had Ascent with Siabukube.
Siabukube.
That's a very interesting song.
Yeah, short and sweet. You know,
Uh-huh.
I've had like a privilege, you know, being a presenter. One of the privileges you get is to have the backstory of the
Uh-huh.
song. You know, so yeah, I know what the song is all about. So I'm a little bit far off when it comes to Tonga. I only know Maukauti. You know, yeah, Maukauti. Yeah, but London, Vasa.
Rasa.
Yeah, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's only me on my tongue. But you know,
Uh-huh.
he's explained to me what the song is talking
Just
about.
talking about.
Yeah, a great story in it. A great story in it.
Yeah.
You have to understand who Shimwape is in the song.
Mhm.
You know, and for you to get the concept, you know, of the song. Okay, so yeah, can we just take 1 minute, just brief the people out there who are far off Tonga? I know
Yes.
DD1 is one of them.
Didi is one of
But
them. So, Ascent, tell us, what's the song about?
Yeah,
let
okay.
Ascent tell us what the story is about.
Definitely, but you're on the right track.
Yeah, we would love to hear
No, we'd
from
love
you.
to hear from
like
you, from
your
the
entire
author.
vision. What was your vision? What was
Yeah.
going on when you're writing,
When you're writing
the song?
Okay, we did this song with Benjamin Mazula.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a producer as well. He's
Uh-huh.
also a singer
Mm.
in Monza. So Shimwape is a song about family values, the importance of parental guidance. Yeah, so the story behind Shimwape is where the father, Shimwape, is a drunkard and the woman is a church goer. She's dedicated to church and all that. So the children that they have, they are guided. They do things that are not good. So this time, the woman is at church. The children remain at home. The fight breaks out. So as they are fighting among themselves, they injure the last born they had. In Tonga, they say Gela. Gela means the last born. So as they injure the last born, the mother comes back from church, finds this young child bleeding, almost dying, and finds a lot of people gathered at the house. So the woman begins to inquire what has happened, and she's given an explanation. The woman cries for her child, and as she is crying, before she even finishes crying, the father comes from where he was. In the song, he didn't sleep at home, actually, he slept at the beer hall. So as he's coming, he's equally inquiring what is happening at home. And so the mother screams, shouts at him and says, if you were here, this wouldn't have happened. But because of your beer and your behavior of drinking and insulting, look at these children that we have. So she cries out to him to say, if only you had time for these kids, if only you were there for them, this shouldn't have happened. So that is just part one. I hope to do part two very soon. I hope to start working on my second album basically in October this year, if that would be okay. I think I will go by that. So basically, in a summary, that is the story behind Shimwape. It's all about family values and the importance of being there for children as parents.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm so sure one is wondering, you're talking about your album. what's the title of the album and what's the idea behind your entire musical album?
The idea behind Mutandiindi, the title track, is basically to thank God. I'm taking time to appreciate God because I've been a testimony of God's grace through my entire life. I think I've seen God's hand work, and through my songs, if you take to listen to some of my tracks, it's more of giving praise to God for what He has done. And I know there are answered prayers out there. People should never give up in life. Whatever you are faced with, take it to the Lord and He'll be able to intervene. And that is where Mutandiindi is based on. It's basically just God's grace in our lives and perseverance. And I took time to add Siabukube as an aspect of family values because I understand the importance of bringing up children the way they should grow, because that really has a bigger impact when we grow up as adults.
Okay, that's great. So aside, we have people as far as Siavonga, people as far as Mungu, maybe they can't make it on Sunday to come to your concert. Where can they get your music?
My music is online.
Okay.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier about the website, as a way of promoting gospel music in the church and also other denominations. There's a website called www.adventmusicplus.com. www.adventmusicplus.com. So if you log in there, you're going to find various artists and their music, and people can just search Ascent, Siabukube. All my tracks are there. You'll be able to download. But of course, there's some tracks that are not online yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be in the album, so people will be able to buy online.
Okay.
For now, you can buy the album online. Just call me on that number, and we'll be able to share with you how you can get the song in the album.
Okay, one last word to the people listening out there, just 60 seconds. What do you have for them?
The only words that I have is that let's continue to preach the gospel. Whatever way you can reach out to people, reach to them. And I've always said, where words fail, music speaks. I've seen the power of music, and through music a lot of souls have been won, and this is why we've been doing stuff like this.
We continue with the chills. Thanks for coming here, sir.
Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate this.
You're gracing our afternoon chills today.
The next time you come here, you're going to sing live. We're going to ask for an
we're going to
acapella.
ask for an acapella next time.
Yeah,
we're
but
here.
due to time we can't,
Yeah.
we have to let the man go. So
Yeah.
due to time we can't have him do an acapella. Let's go on a commercial break and we'll come back to continue with the chill.